First proper cast of the day now, and Pete's putting out a few 2 and 4 mil soft pellets over the top. That little banjo feeder into that little tiny sort of cutting at the island as close as he dare. And so with the overhanging bushes it's pretty tricky, but it was a good cast, that one, so I fancied that to have a little bite of some description. Still on 2 dead red maggots on the hook, so anything could have a go. Might be a little roach. F1s showed quite a lot on Wednesday, so they're probably on the cards today. Thing is, it's very undercut out towards the island. You've got another foot of water the closer you get to it, but of course you can't get close because of the trees actually keeping you away from it, but the fish seem to run round it like a racetrack, and you'll get a couple of quick bites and then you'll have to wait a little while and then they come back round again. It's quite noticeable, but there's still plenty of colour in the water. It's not dropped right out yet. I think you're probably right. The river, when I come by the river, is very, very coloured. It's probably, as you say, a bit artificial. But the weather forecast for the next week is still a little bit more rain, but after that it's going to go quite cold for a sustained period, so then the colour will drop right out and it'll get very tricky. We've got a few more competitions on here, 2 more opens to come, and the winter Cold Feet series, which is every Sunday. It hasn't been the last 2 weeks, obviously, because of the holidays, but that resumes again next Sunday. Don't get a great deal of people for it, obviously, because of the time of year, but it's always a bit of fun as long as it's not too bad, the weather. But as is the norm for this little club lake, as soon as it gets very cold, you've got the place to yourself. As you can see by the car park, there's only mine and Peter's car there, that's it. Is that a winter thing, Pete, where you don't tend to tension your tip? It's just...
I don't do it any time.
You don't do it any time? No.
No, just cast out, put down, let the line sink. You see more
I got you.
on it than you do
if you tension it.
if you tension it up too much, yeah.
Yeah.
It might have a slight bend in it with the toe of the water, but...
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you don't purposely put a bend in it.
You don't need it, you're feeding them.
Yeah.
And I'd rather see the indications
Yeah.
on my Wagler line or wherever.
Got you.
You know, you've got slack line, you see it a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's only half ounce tip in there.
Of course, that's the thing that Pete was just saying, because he's casting across his what will be his Wagler line. If there's any fish come and feed on the Wagler line, he will get line bites through the tip rod, which gives you a slight idea as to whether or not it's worth giving the Wagler a try. It's not infallible, but it can work. He's got his timer on, and you're fishing to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes and then recast. Again, good idea, because it's sometimes a bit like sea fishing. I do it in the sea because it gives you an idea of when you expect your bite. If it's going to be sort of straight away, that's fine, but if it's going to be at the 3 or 4 minute mark, you can sort of get yourself ready for that, because it does follow a pattern usually.
We might be 3-4 hours.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't be, because as I say, after Wednesday, seeing how it fished, the weather hasn't been cold, and you picked a good peg, so there's no reason why we shouldn't get a few bites.
I've no one to blame for myself sitting on this peg today, but...
Makes a change for me not to try to fish and film at the same time, because that is a double hard.
Yeah.
It's much easier to sit back and watch someone.
Yeah.
Much easier. this summer Pete's going to be a member of the club. We'll come up here and you'll see some proper carp fishing. Then we'll try and get them on the maggot waggler or the pellet waggler, and you should really see some proper sport then, because up here in the summer the carp are very keen on surface food. A lot of the members catch loads of them on crust, which is a thing of the past really. Most places they just won't even look at a bit of crust because it's dangerous, but here they go mad for it. So the old pellet waggler, that should really do well. Oh, the ghost of Eadgate. Time for a reload.
Yeah, I've changed the size of the feeder and all. Like on the smaller one, so I can move it around a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeding a lot of bait.
That's about the smallest commercial one you can get at it, Pete, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Preston ones are the better ones. Even the newer, this is the old style Preston, the newer ones, which I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
Ones, are the better ones because these have got a tendency sometimes to roll over
Oh, I got you.
when you load them up. You can sit there for ages and think, well, ain't I had a bite?
And it's upside down.
And they go in like that.
Yeah.
sometimes. Especially if you overload the top,
Yes.
they go.
Yeah, got you.
A new style hunter. Brilliant.
Not happy with that one.
Oh, I'll feed me waggler on.
Yeah, yeah.
Take your old pellets out and all.
Always get rid of the old ones.